What's up, everybody? This is the Refined Trader back with another video, and in today's video, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick lesson about string switching, asset sync, and also true reversals and how we can trade reversals and what can we do if we miss reversals. So without further ado, there was a beautiful example today on a live stream, and if you guys don't know, I live stream every day from 6 a.m. to 8, and then from 9:30 to 12 or 1 p.m. depending on, again, using GXT and TTFM. So if you guys are interested in that, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and see you guys in tomorrow's stream. So without further ado, let's get this started. So what can we really see again from the get-go? Looking at silver, just expanded, like literally open, like this is the kind of the devil's mark. Like the wick is, it's not relevant. Like the wick is like almost non-existent. Price literally just expanded higher. Again, formed a new validation level, which is kind of that gap. Price traded into it. And what do we have? Round 4. We had an SMT here with, so let me just go ahead and take off that SMT break, or you know what? Let me put it back. Just kind of put it here. Put this one here. So you guys kind of focus on the picture here. So what do we have here? If you guys really check, again, where is the relevant swing? Like if you really map out the swings, like these are the relevant swings, right? These are the relevant swings. So looking at this SMT here, from this low to this low, with this one, what do we have? We have this SMT here, price pushed higher, that is job, perfect, beautiful, right? But price has just expanded, and what are we noticing? Once we take out a high, deep retracement, and what you really don't want to see when price is expanding, like these deep retracements, we traded like way below the AQ, and also kind of traded into this gap here, which is a lower gap, which is not something we usually want to see. Ideally, we just want to continue off of that gap. But anyways, what do we have here? Again, if you guys really know, price expands. What do we have? For example, in a day, we open low, high, close. So this is literally the high close phase. It's like trying to cop off the daily expansion. Or in a bearish scenario, we have open high, low, close. Again, this low close phase is just copying off that daily expansion again. So in that case, where can we cop off this expansion here? So let me go ahead and open a new hard time frame candles. So look at the daily. Literally just expanding, right? There's nothing really to the left. We already engaged with this relevant swing. I'm just seeing a new phase of price, which is consolidation in that case. So if price wants to reverse, we cannot really reverse off of a consolidation. What we need to reverse off of is when we have an expansion and we reverse and we consolidate, we cannot just reverse directly. Ideally, we want to see a high gets taken out with some sort of two-stage cracking correlation, which we can confirm the true reversal, which is exactly what we have in that case. So what do we have here? Again, this white candle here is a PSP. So if you guys are interested in my indicator in PSP, you can just go ahead and type my name, CHAREF. Literally, you can go to the indicators tab. You can just tap, I don't know, sometimes it takes a bit to load. So while it's doing that, just continue. Or this is the name of the indicator. So precision swing point. This is it. So you can just go ahead and type this, and you guys will see my indicator. So yep, I'll go ahead and update it soon. Yeah, so if you go to the indicators, just type in my name. It's taking some time to load, so anyways, let's continue without it. So what do we have here? We do have a PSP, right? So if you really check, silver, it closed bullish. Gold, let me just take that off, also closed bullish. But where is the PSP? If you go to GBP, Euro, not GBP, with Euro, you'll see that we have, this one is bearish, right? So what do we have? This one is bearish. This one is bullish. So let me go back to gold. So again, this is a PSP. So that's the first sign of a reversal. So what do we need? Either a PSP and SMT. Again, what are the two-stage correction correlation we have? PSP plus SMT, or SMT plus PSP, or a two-stage SMT. So either the SMT confirms the PSP, or the PSP confirms the SMT, or one SMT confirms the other. So either first stage, second stage, or depending on like the phase, it depends on, is it a higher high or a lower high. So again, these are something. If you guys don't know what's going on, you can let me know in the comments, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do a video just for that. So what do we have? We have the PSP first. Again, the PSP with euro, right? What do we have next? A higher high. While on euro, if we go to euro, you guys will notice that we have a lower low, right? This one traded above, this one traded lower. But what makes this one is really good is that we traded into the high of day, which is what? Which is a key level. There is nothing really above this level, right? There's nothing really here. Like the next relevant swing, I would not really see this as a relevant swing. It's just a gap. Like it's just a tiny level, right? So the next relevant swing is like all the way up here. So where can we anticipate that price is going to cop off that retracement? It's going to cop off that expansion and start retracing from this high with what? With a two-stage cracking correlation. So this is really a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. Literally at 9. If you guys took that trade, like shout out to you guys. I was not able to catch that one because I was not on the charts here, so I came to the charts at 10 a.m. unfortunately. Like 9:45, I came to the charts. So what do we have? The first stage, the PSP. What do we need? The second stage. So if you go to 3 minute again, not because just we have a two stage, because we have also the key level and we have framework that we're in a consolidation phase. So what are we gonna get? Expansion met with a consolidation, manipulation, distribution. So what do we have? AMD, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? So we're gonna see a distribution. So now, let's just say you're somebody like me. You ended up missing that trade. So what can you do? If you guys really pay attention, this SMT here did not really do shit on gold. Literally, this SMT here just got broken, right? Like literally gold did not really give a shit about it. So that's why I had SMT break here. So what's an SMT break? That's the question. An SMT break is when we have two assets. When we have the SMT break is when we have the SMT and this asset that kind of manipulates. It just fucks around or doesn't really give a fuck about the SMT. Now we can anticipate this one to go to that same asset and break the SMT. This is an SMT break. And how can we confirm that? With a strength switch. So this is the lesson for today. So we did like seven minutes of yapping. Now we're gonna go to the nuggets. So what do we have? Price already expanded. What can we anticipate? This SMT did not really do shit. Look at that. It caused a consolidation, and now we're just trading lower. We're not really giving a shit about it. So what can we do? Now, knowing that silver is a stronger asset. Why? Look at this high. It's here, right? We have lower low. We have a higher. We have a lower high. We have a higher high. What do we have again? A lower high, a higher high. So here, not only that, so there's another beautiful thing here, by the way. We have not only the two-stage PSP, but also a two-stage SMT here. Like, this is the first stage, this is the second stage, right? So, such a beautiful piece of price. Like, such a beautiful piece of price. Like, this is so beautiful. This is literally so beautiful. So anyways, without further ado, let's continue. So we stand at 10 a.m. The 9 a.m. just expanded. So now what do we have? The 4 hour is closing at C2, right? With what? With a one stage or a two stage. One stage here, and the second stage is this one, right? So what can we anticipate? At least to trade back into this overall gap. But is there like a cleaner level that we can trade into in terms of the hourly? This level here, there are no gaps. Like this gap has already been traded to, so price wouldn't really care about it. And also, this level did not really do much. So anticipate the SMT break. So how can we trade into it? Knowing that silver is the stronger asset. We need silver to become a little bit weaker. How is that? What is being weaker? If you guys are familiar with strength switch, that's great. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys a quick lesson. So basically, if one asset trades above a high and the other one did not trade above a high, so this is basically weaker and this one is stronger. Why? Because this one put in a higher high, this one put in a lower low, right? When are we going to want to have a strength switch? For example, just imagine this one decided to break above this high here. Now, and this one here is not. So first, this one made from a high to a higher high. That's showing strength. And now we're forming a lower high, which is showing a little bit of weakness. And this one went from having a lower high. Let me turn that into red. From a lower high, from weaker, to now being a little bit stronger. Right? So this is literally what we need. And why do we need that? We need that because let's just imagine, let me give you guys an example so you guys can understand strength switching from a another point of view. Let's just imagine we have a race, right? For example, this is a 100 meter race. Let's just imagine. Well, if person number 1 and person number 2, if this guy goes, let's just imagine 10 meters per minute. Again, like this is just, it will take him 10 minutes to finish the race, right? For this one, if it goes 5 meters per minute, then it will take him how many minutes? It will take him 20 minutes, right? So this guy will get to the finish line first. Let's just imagine after 30 minutes. Let's just imagine after 30 minutes. This guy would be sitting at 30 meters, right, of the race, 30 meters. But while this guy is just sitting at 15 because he goes half speed, right? This one is going half speed because it's just going 5 meters per minute. This one is going 10 meters per minute. So how can number 2 catch up to number 1? By two things. Number 2 gotta speed up a little bit. Come on, you gotta hurry up. Come on, you gotta do more training. Instead of going 5 meters per minute, you gotta go 10 or 15. So you'll be able to catch up. Because if this guy keeps going with 10 meters per minute, you're not gonna catch him. Like every minute that goes, there will be a 5 meters distance between you guys. So it will just get further and further and further. So this guy needs to up his game. You gotta fast a little bit. You gotta go faster. So this one, from going to 5 meters, you gotta go, for example, 15. Right? You gotta be a little bit faster. So by the time passes, they'll be catching up a little bit. So this one moving 10. This one is moving 15. This one is moving 10, 15. So by the time this one takes 20 meters, this guy will be 30 meters. And then probably they'll be on a break-even stage, right? Or this guy slows down. Number 1 slows down, like really slows down. Like probably go like 2 meters per minute. So that way, by the time this guy takes 2 meters, this guy will be taking 5, 2, 5, 2, 5. So when this guy takes, for example, we have a 15 gap between them, right? So by the time this guy is going to take, like, for example, 2, 2, 2, which is like 6 meters, right? This guy will be taking 15 meters. So now the gap just went from 15 to like 5. So by the time goes on, this guy is slowing down and this guy just keeping the speed. Or the ideal scenario, which is strength switching, is this. Number 1 goes from 10 to like 7 meters per minute. And number 2 goes from 5 to like 10. So this one slows down and this one speeds up. This is what we need on strength switching. This is literally what we need. We need the asset that was faster to become slower and the asset that was slower to be faster. Why? So they can catch up on a quicker level. Like we don't want to wait like until tomorrow for you guys to get to the same level. Like we need you now. So hey, go faster. You slow down, bro. Like y'all need to meet. Y'all need to meet on the way. So in 5 minutes, I need y'all to meet. So you better run fast. Number 2, you better do your best. And number 1, yo, chill. Go down. Just walk. Don't run. Just walk or take baby steps. Wait for the guy to come. So this is literally what is strength switching. So if we do that, I hope you guys understood that section. If you did not, let me know in the comments. I will try to make it a little bit easier for y'all. So for 2 people to kind of get to the same point, if this one is running fast and this one is slow, this guy that is running fast got to slow down a little bit, and this one got to hurry up a little bit. So it's like basic math, right? So what do we have? We know that gold is the weaker asset, and it's already sitting at the low. Like literally, it's taking out, breaking new lows, while this one is like still kind of like within that range. So what do we need? The strength switch. So if we go to M15, what do we have? This one is already traded below the low. This one did too. But again, we're anticipating this SMT break. Right? What do we have here? Again, as we said, the previous 4 hour is bearish. C2, right? Capping off the daily range. So what can we anticipate? The next 4 hour candle probably to be bearish based on some probabilities, the C2. And again, do we have reasoning? Yeah, we do have a 2-stage PSP. So now we're trading reversal. We have a key level. We're anticipating the SMT break. So what do we need? A universal model. Right? What is the universal model? When we have an expansion, we have an SMT fail or whatever. So if you guys also wanted me to do a video about the universal model, Garrett did a great job about it. So shout out to Garrett from this side. And all the people that kind of like push content and they provide value for free. Shout out to you guys, AFAZ, Garrett, all the people there. Thank you guys for providing the value. Anyways, so what do we have here? A gap, right? On gold, it's a tinier gap. So that's the first sign that, this guy that was stronger is showing a little bit of weakness, right? Because a gap is a sign of weakness. When we have gaps, they're a sign of weakness. And not only that, if we take it to the next M15 candle, this is where it gets juicy. This is where it gets really bad, really good. What do we have here? 2 things. And as you guys know, when we have a 2-stage PSP or a 2-stage Kraken correlation, this is where we have a true reversal. So we already have it at the high. So now we know that the reversal is established. We know that the true reversal is already established. Now we can just trade the universal model with the 1 stage. But what do we have? Look at that. The SMT is first stage. And what is the second stage? Second stage is, let me take that off. The second stage is the PSP itself. Look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? What do we have? A PSP, right? So now what do we have? This guy that was running fast to the downside. Now it's slowing down. Like he's just like, I'm gonna slow down, really slow down. And this guy, I'm gonna catch you. Wait for me. I'm gonna be running fast. I'm gonna get to you. We have the key level. Now we're anticipating the SMT break. So now this is your sign to take a trade. You don't have to wait, by the way, for this PSP to close. As long as this candle still supports expansion, you can take it. Why? Because we need just only one stage cracking correlation. So let me cut through price and show you guys where you could have executed right there. So this is the gap. This is the outer candle. So let me go to 3 minute, right? 3 minutes. So what do we have? This is the high, right? This is that same high. We go first candle. So again, this is a new candle open, right? This is the 10 a.m. So we're going to go ahead and go with the 10 a.m. open. Let's skip it to the next candle. Let's see. What do we have? This one traded higher. And this one is trading lower. And what do we have? Opposing candle here. Do we have the CISD? Not really. So let's wait for another 3 minute candle close. And what do we have? A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful candle. And not only that, look at that. What is this? This is a bullish candle, right? This is a bullish candle. And we have another SMT here. This one made a higher high. And what do we have here? Another SMT, another PSP, and also another stage here. So basically we have a two-stage PSP here and also here. So this is a PSP. You can confirm it with this SMT, or you confirm the PSP with this SMT. So whatever you want to do. And not only that, we also have this CISD, and also we have this beautiful CISD here. So let me put 10 a.m. back in its place. So let's just take that off here. Just put it there. So literally now, this is all you need to go for the SMT break. Like this is literally all you need. And by the way, we already traded into this gap. Price wouldn't do much. So you can anticipate it, go to the next gap, or you can go to AQ the range, or you can use projections. For example, you can do projections. Again, if you want to do, you can go for the 4.5. We're setting at 2.5. So now this is your sign to take your trade. Put stops that above the high. Go for 2R. You kind of go squeeze the R a little bit, or this is kind of the opposing candle. You can go for the retest or go for this PSP to kind of retest the PSP. Whatever you want to do it. As long as you have 2R. What I usually do sometimes is, for example, if I anticipate that maybe we can reverse from here, even though I don't think we can reverse from here. Sometimes when we have asset resync, we do reverse. Sometimes we do not. You can just put your stop at the high, your TP at the area where you think price is going to reverse from, or it might reverse from, and then you play with the RR tool until you get 2R, and then you take it. So let's go create another order. Let's go with one contract, sell. So what do we have? Again, the SMT break, the two-stage reversal there, and then the expansion and a two-stage PSP that confirms. Again, by this time, we don't have the two-stage PSP because the 15-minute candle haven't closed yet. But so far what we have, an SMT fail, where silver was the stronger asset, and now it's turning into the weaker asset to catch up to that SMT break. So let's just go ahead and execute that trade. We get the retracement there. You can put your stop here, put your TP here. And by the way, this trade here, you can either take this CISD here, which is so beautiful, because again, this is the 9 a.m. Look at the 9 a.m. Traded high. This is the wick. Like literally, it's so perfect. This is the wick of the candle. This is the body. So now we literally, by the time you got the CISD, the candle is already set on like this. It's already forming bearish, already forming stop wick. So you could have taken it like this. You could take this one, stop it above here because we have a gap, and you can put it to go for the lows here. Or you could take this one here. Also beautiful, beautiful, beautiful candle if you want to wait. And I'm going to go ahead and break this down for you guys also. So price kind of fucks around a little bit and then it goes, right? So that's your trade there. So that's the first trade. Let me go to 30 minutes. Show you guys how we could have caught this one too. So again, what do we have? Just a two-stage here. We got the two-stage, the first stage, the second stage, 30-minute C2. So you can trade also this candle here. You can cash this wick of the candle, which is the new 30-minute candle, also 930 CISD. You can cash it lower. So that's also a really, really beautiful trade. Like it's such a beautiful trade. And not only that, if you guys really check, we do have another strength switch here. So I hope you guys understood this. So let me go ahead and give you guys a quick breakdown again. Silver was stronger. We have the SMG break. We have the two-stage PSP, which is a true reversal. The PSP confirmed by the SMG. Continuation. You did not really catch 9 a.m. That's all right. You can go to 10 a.m. Neon 15-minute candle. SMG fail and continuation. And not only that, if you guys really check, we do have another strength switch here. So let me take that off. There was another strength switch here. And if you guys really spot it, shout out to you guys. Very good. Here's the strength switch. This one went from weaker to stronger. Takes out a low. It goes from stronger to weaker take out a low. Where do we have the one stage? Within a gap. You don't really want to have it two stage SMT just out of nowhere. You want to have it in a key level. High or low or within a gap. If you don't have the SMT with the gap, you want to have it in the gap. If you don't have it with a high, wait for a high for a relevant swing. It's really like a true price here. What do we have? This to me is enough. By the way, this to me is enough. Why? We're trading from a key level. Again, this is a little bit low in the leg, which is something I don't really like that much, but it's still a really valid, good trade for me to actually take. But I would be probably a little bit hesitant unless we had that second stage, which we did, and also because we have these gaps here. And I don't like to trade when we have gaps, by the way, on the way to the left. I don't like to trade them. So when would I be willing to trade this one? Is when we're gonna get a second stage here. So we got the new 30-minute candle open here. So if you guys really check, what we're gonna see right there is gold will take out its high here, while silver would not. And also the fact that this candle like doesn't really support expansion. Look how far it retraced. Like literally, we have a new 15-minute candle that just opened. And then like if you want to take it, if you want to take the risk, like not if you want to take the risk. It's not the highest probably just like the SMT field. But this one it just shows that when you have a two stage, you strength switch two stage. That's really good because sometimes in that case we did have a two stage, but it was not a strength switch. Just put in a higher high and also a higher high. So this is just in a two stage SMT. It's not a strength switch. This one is a strength switch. So you could have traded that one. And I also prefer the asset that sweeps the high, not the one that makes the failure swing. Like you can trade the asset that makes the failure swing as long as we have a two stage strength switch, not two stage SMT. Strength switch. You can trade this failure swing. This is a failure swing SMT, right? But I always like to trade the asset that sweeps. Why? Because I always see we traded above a key level, and this is the only area we can reverse from. So this high should be protected. With this, I don't feel comfortable to trade because we can just do this and then reverse. So if we're really gonna reverse, we're gonna reverse on the asset that sweeps. And if you guys really check here, the asset that was stronger, like the last thing that happened is GC becoming stronger than silver. But look what happened. Which one got to draw liquidity first? This one. The one that literally traded above the high. That literally swept the high, right? The one that made the fair swing, even though it was weaker, it did not really catch up first. So in that case, I would be really willing to trade this one here. I would be willing to trade gold, especially that we can have a new 30-minute candle just opened somewhere in here. Literally, we got the 1300. Look at that. Open high. Confirms the CSD. So now what you can do is just take this trade here. And instead of putting it here, you can just put it inside the high of the current 30-minute candle. And then take out a draw liquidity this low here, which would result in a 4R, or you could put it at the high, whatever you want. And let me do this. I think I played with this RR tool, so it should be here. So again, if you really check, this one got a draw liquidity first, and then this one got to it. So I hope you guys learned something here. If you guys did, I hope you guys don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and as you guys know, I live stream every day. I hope you guys can join, and see you guys tomorrow at 6 a.m. I hope you guys learned something. Take care. See you, amigos.